What is up, y'all? Thank you so much for clicking on the video. My name is Cameron and welcome to the channel. And man, do I have one for y'all today. So we are currently down here in beautiful Crystal Beach, Texas at the Salty Dog Holiday RV Park. They hit me up, told me they wanted to host me for a couple days, give me a place to stay down here. We're gonna be doing a bunch of fishing, crabbing, and all that good stuff. And I'm excited to show y'all around. So as you can see, we have this beautiful new camper behind us right here, an amazing place right on the canal where apparently we can catch some real nice crabs, shrimp, and unlimited bait. So we're definitely gonna be getting into that. I actually brought a crab trap to throw out. And then in just a little bit here, we're gonna be heading down to another spot on the Bolivar Peninsula to be doing a little bit of wade fishing for speckled trout. But real quick, I just wanna give y'all a walkthrough of this place, show y'all how awesome it is. And maybe if y'all are interested, y'all can come down here and stay for yourself. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So as y'all can see, this is a beautiful 34-foot trailer right here. You have a nice little outdoor area with a fire pit, a couple seats outside. There's actually an outdoor cooking station right there as well. And you got the speakers so you can enjoy some music out here on the porch. This RV park actually has two other lots, one right here behind me and one on the other side. So if you wanted to, you could bring your own trailer or RV down here. But if you don't have one, you can also rent there to stay in it as well. So I'm gonna take y'all inside and show you how nice this thing is. Oh. What's up? You want to come take a tour? Welcome to Salty Dog Holidays RV Park. This is their 34-foot trailer they have here, and we're going to give y'all a full house tour of it. So when you come straight in the door here, off to your right, you're going to have the master bedroom. Big enough bed. I know I'm going to sleep great on that thing after a long day of fishing. Then you come on in. We're in the living room area. We got a nice couch right here, a little coffee table. Full kitchen. As you can see, you got the stove, the oven, the sink to wash your hands after catching all those speckled trout. All the amenities, coffee, pots, pans, plates, everything comes with it. And then we have our dining area right here. We could easily all gather around here and have a nice family dinner. And one thing that I really like about this is all the fans. You can tell we got a big old fan behind us, and this place just has fans laid all throughout. One of the first things I noticed when I walked in here was how nice and cool it was. The AC is blowing perfect, and those fans are keeping that air moving. We're gonna go ahead and walk to the back, check out the bathroom here. Obviously, one of the most important things at any place you stay is the bathroom. So come on in. We got the full shower right here, the sink, and one thing that I really like, I've stayed in quite a few campers before, and I'm part of the Big and Tall Club, and this is one toilet that I can actually fit on with plenty of leg room to be able to do my business. So that's nice. I'll show you all the back right here. We walk into this back room, and you got 4 beds right here. So as you can see, this place can sleep a lot. Plenty of area to change, get dressed, do all that good stuff. The last 2 things I want to show y'all is the big old TV right here where we've been sitting down watching YouTube. And we also have your Bluetooth radio, so speakers throughout and speakers outside. We can turn our music on and jam all night long. Another good thing to note is that we are only about a mile or a little bit less than a mile to the beach. We're on the bay side, so hence the canal right behind us. But all you do, hit this road right here, go straight, and you're gonna hit the beach in about a minute or 2. And also at the end of this road, there's actually 2 restaurants and a bar. So you can head down there, grab a quick bite to eat, get a drink, feel rested, rehydrated, and ready to go back out. All right, we're gonna bait up our trap right here. Oh, we got some chicken drumsticks, and everyone always complains, why are you using chicken drumsticks? They're so expensive, that's a waste of meat. Dude, you get all these for like $4 or $5, so it's worth it if you can catch some crabs. But we're just gonna stuff some in here, and I'm also gonna keep some because we're probably gonna hand line some crabs as well later, throw out some hand lines. But lock that in, and then check this out, guys. This is actually a law in Texas. So you gotta have something, some type of twine or whatever that can disintegrate over time. So let's say that this trap happens to get lost, you throw it out, a storm comes, you lose your trap. This will allow those crabs that are in there to escape over time. We're gonna go ahead and sling this out into the middle. And now we're crabbing. So I'm gonna go get changed real quick, and then we're gonna head on to the fishing spot, and we're gonna see if we can catch us some speckled trout to bring home and cook up. We'll see y'all out there. Well, a quick 10-minute drive later, and we were at one of my favorite fishing spots, and we're about to be hopping in the water and doing some wade fishing for speckled trout. And it's the end of April right now. That water should be in the mid 70s, so we're gonna be going for our first wet wade of the year, and hopefully we don't freeze. It's been like 85 today, so I'm not too worried, but it's cooling down quick as the sun sets. It might be ice cold, I don't know. We're gonna tough it out though, right? Yeah, it's pretty cold. Always got to do your pocket check before you hop in. Make sure you got your phone or anything in there. And the plan is to wade out this way. We have an outgoing tide, so we're going to be fishing where this little back lake drains out into the bay. And hopefully there'll be some trout up in there. Here's a slick right here, it looks like. I'm going to be starting off with a 1/8 ounce jig head and just a, what is this, a Norton sand eel LSU color, I believe. What we're doing is we're just throwing these out here. Letting it sink for a couple seconds. Pop, pop. Let it sink. Trying to get on that trout bite. We have about an hour 45 till the sun goes down, so a quick little fishing session. If the fish are here, we should catch them. There we go. Yeah, it feels good too. Man, I thought I was snagged here, y'all, but I think it's just a nice trout coming in close. Finally. As you can tell, the sun has gone down quite a bit. So, you ain't gonna believe it. It's a gaff top. Yeah. Man, that thing hit like a trout. Came up, started shaking its head on top of the water. Just a little gaff top, bro. That's how you know the fishing is good. Can't complain though, got a tug on the other end of the line, that's what we're here for. And it is an absolutely gorgeous evening. Let it go. There we go. Well, the skunk is off. And we know there's at least something up here. Been fishing for about, I don't know, 30 minutes. Had a couple little bites, probably a little sand trout, but no hookups yet until that thing. Gonna keep on working these lures out here though. I think those trout are gonna move in. We still got a little while. I mean, we still got an hour till it gets dark. And they should be moving up in here. Okay, we're hooked up again. This one definitely feels like a trout this time. It is. It's a nice speckled trout. I just turned the camera off after that gaff top. And like 3 casts later, boom. Okay, there we go. That's what we're after. Undersized. He's about 13 and a half, 14 inches. But there we go, guys. That's our desired species right there. Speckled trout. Get a release. Okay, good sign. There's a nice one. Oh my gosh, nice trout. Yes, sir. Is that a little redfish or is that a trout? Man, I don't know what this is, y'all. Kind of find like a little redfish. Or a big trout, I cannot tell. What is that? It's a nice trout. Wow, check that out. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we gotta play them out now. Loose drag when these guys get close. Oh, come on, come on, come on, stay on, stay on. Nice big trout here. Look at that. And a beautiful, beautiful speckled trout right there. Right at about 18 inches. Check that out. Man. Yellow mouth. That's just like a textbook trout right there. And you know what? We don't really need to eat this guy tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a release on him. Just pop him back in the water. Just thank you for the fight, buddy. He's still in great health. Man, what a good way to end the night. I say end the night. I'm still gonna make a few more casts. I can't stop after that. Gotta see if there's any more out here. But there we go. What a beautiful way to end the night. Whew, thank God we have some good weather. That wind's blowing, but it's blowing from our backs, and we're able to get out here, fish these spots, and it's been a beautiful day. I'm gonna make a couple more casts here, and I'm gonna call it a night and head back to the camper. Gotta be in bed early today because I do have an early morning tomorrow. I wanna be back out here trying to catch those trout in that early morning bite. Well, what is up, y'all? Good morning. We had a good night's sleep, and it is about 6:30 right now, and we are heading out to do some early morning fishing. Check this out. Nice sunrise coming up over there. It's gonna be a beautiful day. It is super windy right now. It's blowing like 20, but that's all right. The wind should be at our back, so let's head on over and see what we can catch. All right, just got to the fishing spot here, and we are the only people. It's a Monday morning, so that's awesome. Usually this place is packed, but we're gonna start out throwing lures, artificials. Debated picking up some live shrimp, and we may go get some later, but this time of year the live shrimp are huge. I mean, that's no problem. If that's what the shrimpers are catching, that's what the fish are eating. But we're gonna start with some lures, see if we can have some luck. Check this out. Tons of birds diving right there. We probably should be fishing on that side. Probably a school of trout going through. We're not gonna get in the water at first because it's like probably pretty chilly right now, and I think we can catch some from shore. But on this side, the wind is blowing straight in our face. So just bear with me if you hear any wind noise. But I'm gonna go ahead, make some casts, and we'll see if we can catch. 1/8 ounce jig head, sand eel. We have a crazy incoming tide this morning, just rushing in. It's already super high, so it's gonna be an extra high tide. That's kind of why we're fishing this side, because those fish should be staged up on the outside of this current, waiting for that bait to flow in with this tide. Oh, there's a blow up right there. Oh, I got bit. I got bit right where that blow just happened. Felt the thump, man. I just went to cast and my lure just completely flew off. Like, I guess my line was frayed right above the lure, but that's okay. So we're gonna toss around this little voodoo. Can't even cut this off. These pliers are old. Alright, whatever. It looks like an antenna. It doesn't matter. The fish won't know. Told you, man. They're really close to the edge today. We're seeing a bunch of bait out here, and like that, mullet jumping. And there's actually fish blowing up right here on the edge chasing these baits. There's rocks in the water right here, so just watch out. There's a fish. No, he came off. Man, that thing almost felt like a flounder or something. The sun is just peeking up right here. Man, he ate it on the fall. Now, oh, big trout. Dude, I'm such an idiot. Man. I had taken my hand off the reel to show y'all the sunrise. I grabbed the camera and that thing thumped it. I had my drag too tight. It's a good sign that we know they're here. Well, I missed a couple bites on the other side, but then it kind of went dead after about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna hop in the water and do some wading. Same spot as last night. Tide's different. Oh, and the water is cold, dude. It's real cold. This is gonna suck. Dang, I don't know if I want to do this. This sucks. Last night it was warm because it had been 85, but right now it's 75 outside and the water's cold, man. And it's deep today too. It's high tide right now, so it's way deeper. Yesterday was like waist deep at most. Today it's gonna be, I don't know, like probably belly high. I don't even want to get in. All right, we just gotta do it. Oh, that sucks, dude. Oh gosh. The good news is, once I make it out to the little reef, it will be shallow, but it's gonna be deeper before I get there. Okay, we just gotta fish and not think about it, and not get hypothermia. Dang, that's cold, man, on the back though. Yeah, it's deep, y'all. It's like chest deep out here. And once you're in, it's not too cold, but it's whenever that water hits you and hits like a new spot. Now we just gotta hope that there's some fish out here up on this reef and that this wasn't all for nothing. I think there should be, because I did get those few bites inside this little channel. And if they're in there, they should probably be pushed up on this little flat too. There it is. Nice trout. Man, I've been fishing this whole area and I have not caught anything. And I just came right here to a place I would never even normally cast. Made like a 10-foot cast, got thumped, missed it, cast it back out, and we got him. It's a nice trout right here. I did see, like right there, shrimp getting blown up on a second ago. But, oh man, wish I had a net right now. Don't play him out, he's barely hooked, man. Come on. Oh, shoot. Come on, stay on, bro. Stay on. Got him. Look at that beautiful trout. That is a perfect, like, 16, 17 inch trout. Oh, and my stringer fell off. It's way back here. All right, string them up. Just like that. Oh, and the hook fell out. There we go, y'all. First fish of the day here. It's been a pretty slow morning, but we got one now, and we're gonna see if there's any more around here. I was actually about to get out of the water. I was working my way towards the bank so I could hop out, and I made a cast up towards these pilings thinking there could be a flounder or something there. Not a flounder, but there was a nice trout. So I guess I gotta stay in and make at least 10 more casts. Hopefully we'll get another one. All right, we're just picking up a bag of ice here. We got that one trout and that was it. It was tough this morning, guys. The water was deep. There really wasn't much happening. We got there at like 6:30 this morning, and there was trout blowing up, and we got a few bites early on. Y'all saw I hooked 1 or 2 fish, and then after that it really went dead. So I waited out on the other side and nothing. Saw a couple shrimp being blown up, but just a slow day, slow morning. That's right though. I think that tide is gonna switch later, and we're gonna head back out there and try to get some more. I do have my one nice trout right here. We brained him, and straight on ice he goes. That's gonna be lunch or dinner tonight, I don't know. But we're gonna toss in this other bag of ice. And now we're heading back to the camper, and I think we're gonna do some crabbing in that little canal. It's high tide right now. Water should be deep enough. Let's go see if we can catch something else to boil up. Check it out, we got ourselves some breakfast tacos made. We're just sitting out here enjoying the nice weather before it gets too hot. We're gonna eat some breakfast, and then we're gonna do some crabbing in the little canal, and hopefully we'll be able to catch some. Sounds like fun to me, sounds relaxing, and that's exactly what it's about. We're just gonna hang out and have a good time. But first, maple sausage breakfast tacos. We're setting up our crab lines here. We got chicken on a string. You know what that means. It's time to catch some big old blue crabs. All I've got is some mono here. You can use twine, any sort of string, don't matter. I just got some mono, toss that out, and then we got it tied off to a little stick right here. We're gonna set a few of these up and down the canal, and we're just gonna wait for that line to go tight, and hopefully we'll be able to catch us some big blue crabs. Got him. It's a keeper. Oh, it is a little bit bigger, huh? 5 inches from tip to tip. He's right at keeper. Let's go ahead and throw him in the cooler. 2 crabs. Okay, well, it's time, and I'm super excited. We're about to pull up this crab trap. We've had it soaking for almost 24 hours, and as y'all saw, we were crabbing earlier. I actually went inside to take a nap, but while I was in there, my brother ended up catching 3 keeper crabs. So now we're gonna pull up this trap. Fingers crossed. I hope we at least have something. Ugh. Dude, we got him. Oh my gosh. That's way more than I expected. Come take a look at this. Check that out, dude. That was an awesome pull from the crab trap. That's a keeper, that's a keeper, that's a keeper, that's a keeper. That's little. That one on top is a keeper, but it looks like he's mating with that female, so we'll let them both go. I wasn't sure if we were gonna have any at all, but that is a good pull. And that's a big old crab right there. We're about to pull these guys out, measure them up, and then it looks like we're about to have ourselves a little crab boil. I cannot wait. That's awesome. Whoa. Oh, that's a soft shell. Come check this out. So this one died. Or no, wait. Dude, is that the same one? Look at this. That's insane. Check that out. That's a soft shell crab. And I believe, look, female, I believe it molted out of this shell. And that's its new shell. Look how much it grew. That's insane. Look at that. Check this out. Soft shell. I've never even held a soft shell crab like that before. I believe this is the one that other one was on top of, no? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let it go. Oh no, look, here's the claws right here. Oh, look at that. Unfortunately, I don't know if its claws got stuck or whatever, but look, there's some soft shell claws. And I guess it let it go. So now it has no claws, but this guy's still alive. We could fry this thing up whole. It's a legal keeper now. But I think we're gonna go ahead and let it go and give it another chance at life. That is cool. I've never seen a soft shell like that from its old shell. Look how much it grew.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. It grew like, it doubled in size. Because this is not a legal crab, and that's an easy keeper. Whoa, look how crazy. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. All right, y'all check this out. I'm gonna show you all the difference between a rust belly and not. So as you can see, this crab right here is clean. Look how white and clean he is, and then look how dirty this one is. The reason this one is dirty is because it has been in its shell for a long time. So that means that it's gonna be real full. You can feel the difference. This one's way heavier than this one. This is a really, really full crab. It's gonna be stuffed with meat. Check out how dirty it is. Pretty cool. But still, both of these are gonna be great. And this is our biggest one of the day right here. We've got our cooler of big old blue crabs right here. We end up with 7 nice keepers. We got them iced down to put them to sleep. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna be steaming them. So I was gonna do this outside, but it's really hot right now. So we're just gonna steam them right here. And I don't know how many we can fit in this. I didn't bring a pot to steam them. I completely forgot. So we're just going with what they have here. Luckily they got everything. Even had a little steaming rack. And all these crabs are asleep right now. And we didn't clean them or anything. Usually I clean my crabs halfway. I rip off the top shell, spray out the guts, and then cook them, but we're just gonna be doing them whole. Now that we have our first layer of crabs, I'm gonna go in with some crab oil on top. Nice healthy amount of it. And I'm honestly I'm a boiled crab person. I'm not really a big steamer. I think that whenever you steam them, you don't get a lot of the flavor in the body, but that's okay. We're gonna do it today. We're gonna throw in another layer. See if we can fit them all. We only got 2 more. It's gonna be a tight fit. The last crab. Look at this. And this last crab had only 1 claw, and look, that one's a regrow. Look at it. Soft. Okay. Toss that last guy in there, going with a little bit more seasoning. All right, and now we're gonna toss this lid on. Come on, get in there. All right, we're gonna let those steam for about 20 or 30 minutes until they turn a bright red color and they're cooked all the way through. While that's happening, let's go and fillet that speckled trout. Since we have those crabs, 1 trout is gonna be plenty. I was planning on going back out this afternoon, but one thing I didn't show on camera, and it's hard to see right now, but one of those crabs, whenever I was measuring it, absolutely destroyed me, and I flicked them off like that and it just shredded my finger and it was pumping blood, and I'm not about to go stick my hand in that water and get that bacteria. So we're just gonna fillet this trout up. Y'all seen me do it 1,000 times, but if you're new here, all you do is run it behind the head, turn it sideways, nice sharp knife, run it down, and then you want to get up and you want to go over this air bladder right here. That is impossible to cut through, so go over that. This was a female. You can see she got eggs right there. There we go, beautiful fillet. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I like to cut my head off on pretty much all fish. Makes them lay easier. And I like to go from the tail forward. A lot of people think that's unnecessary. And you can do it the other way, but I just find I get a better fillet whenever I do it like this. And if there's a way for me to get a better fillet and the most amount of meat, you know I'm gonna do it. There we go. 2 beautiful speckled trout fillets right here. And what I plan on doing is we are going to, well, let me skin it first and I'll tell you all the recipe. Now what we're gonna do is just take our knife, run it right down here, going up. You gotta be careful if you're using a double-edged knife like I am right here. They'll slice you bad. But get your knife right on top of that skin, and then you just grab the skin and pull it. And you want it on the very edge of the fillet table. Boom. And then we're just gonna come here, we're gonna cut out these rib bones, just like this. Boom. And that is a completely boneless, skinless speckled trout fillet. Look how beautiful and firm and white that meat is. So the recipe that we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be pan frying this fish, or pan searing it, and then we're gonna be making some jambalaya, and we're gonna lay this on top of a bed of that jambalaya, and then I'm gonna pick a couple of those crabs, put some crab meat on top of that, and maybe a little lemon butter, thickened lemon butter sauce. I think it's gonna be delicious. I cannot wait to try it. All caught fresh today or last night. I think this is about the freshest meal you can get out here. Let's go ahead and cook it up. Well, we got all of our steamed crabs here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick one right now. Now, I am no expert at picking crabs at all, but I do enjoy them, and I do think they're fun to eat. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start by breaking off those claws. Sometimes you get some meat right here in the knuckle, sometimes not. I'm not gonna lie, I overcooked these a little bit, so it's not really coming out in one big thing. But then I'm just gonna peel this back, take that top shell. We're keeping it clean around here. We're gonna rip all these lungs off the top, rip the face off. And man, picking crabs is just fun. Just hanging out, it's something to do. It's kind of like eating crawfish. It's not all about as much meat as you can get. It's just about having fun. And then what I like to do is crack mine in half, and then look at all this meat in here. It is full. Check that out. We got ourselves some Kerrygold garlic herb butter. I added a little bit of lemon in there. See if we can get a big old chunk right here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is a lot of meat. Check that out. All right, let's go ahead and go for a taste. All that buttery goodness, you gotta drown it in that butter. Give it a bite. So good. To think that we just caught these like 2 hours ago in that canal right behind us, and now we're sitting here 10 feet from the water eating them, nothing better than that. And you know, whenever you're picking crabs, you gotta have yourself a cold brew, a local brew that is. Nothing better. We're just sitting here hanging out, relaxing. We were gonna go fishing this afternoon, but the weather's so nice and we're just having such a good time, and it's pretty windy. So I think we're just gonna stay here at the trailer, eat these crabs, hang out, make a good dinner, and enjoy the beautiful spring weather that we are having. So I'll see y'all in just a little bit. Y'all take a look at that plate right there. Fresh caught blue crab over fresh caught speckled trout in a bed of jambalaya rice. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Ooh, and that fish is nice and flaky. We gotta get everything. Rice, fish, crab. Look at that bite. And I put that garlic butter on top. Let's try it out. That is truly a 10 out of 10. We had appetizer blue crab, and then this is our main course, and man, I don't think it gets any better than that. I'm gonna go ahead, finish this off, and we're just gonna hang out, relax, and enjoy the rest of the day. And guys, if you are interested in coming down here and staying at Salty Dog Holidays RV Park, I will have all the information linked in the description down below. I could not recommend it enough. Like I said earlier, we're less than a mile from the beach, less than a mile from Margaritaville as well, which if you don't know what that is, it's a big resort down here. And they have really good concerts every single weekend during the summer. And I mean, you just couldn't ask for a better place to stay. Right here on the canal, you got fishing, crabbing, as y'all saw, and direct access to the intercoastal waterway, as well as you can catch unlimited bait out here. We might throw the cast net later, see if we can catch some mold or something. And they do plan on adding more out here. The owner was telling me that he wants to build some volleyball nets, some private fenced in lots, as well as some swings, and just all sorts of different amenities and fun stuff to do. So make sure to check out, I have it linked down below. Once again, just a huge thank you to Salty Dog Holidays for letting me come down here and stay and having a great time. That's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're not already, and if you are, like always, I thank y'all so very much. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace.